For those of you who don't know, Leon Longevity was this YouTube channel. He was a complete thief. The guy, emotionally and perhaps even physically. Never seen any direct evidence of it, but his wife actually filed a claim in court about it. And he's also an anti-Semite. He ran a health and fitness channel where he talks a lot about drugs, nootropic drugs, anabolic drugs. And again, the name Leo Longevity, it's kind of around the idea of like living longer and having a better quality of life. And he died at 34.
Yes, it is true that Leo Longevity has passed away. We think that he passed away around Friday at 11:30 a.m. or thereabouts. I didn't find the body until Monday, which is yesterday. I didn't check on him because I thought he either took a sleeping pill and was just sleeping for 24 hours, and then I just got more suspicious as time went on. And then I thought he went on a vacation because he's done this before, like go on a weekend vacation with a girlfriend or something. And it wasn't until I knocked on his door and then checked around back at the glass slider, and I saw the room looked kind of torn up. So then I checked on. I opened the slider door. His bedroom door was locked, but the slider door was open on the side. And walked in and then opened his bathroom door, and the bathroom door wouldn't open because his body was blocking the door. So I made multiple of these videos before the editors said delete them and repost one without so many graphic details, but I'm just trying to be so open and honest and transparent about everything. So I guess I gave too many unnecessary graphic details. So instead, I'll just summarize to say that it would have been impossible for someone else to have caused this on him, the way that the door was and the inside of the bathroom. Like, there's no possible way there was someone in the bathroom with him. He also didn't die from anything sudden or acute. So it's not like he took some kind of drug and had a heart attack or anything like that. There was noise coming from the room for like 15, 20 minutes, I remember. I thought it was the sound of furniture moving. But now, after looking at the scene, it looks like it was the toilet that was making that noise. So it looked like he was trying to get something that went down the toilet. And yeah, so I think that it
So
wasn't
weird.
I think it must have been something like a manic episode.
What the
Which
fuck?
those who know Leo really closely would understand.
My God.
That side of that side of the bipolar.
He died immediately after trying to fish something out of the toilet? Like, what the fuck?
Personality. Leo is one of the smartest people that I know. One of the most selfless friends I've ever had.
He's trying to get his career back.
His mission is to help other people. He didn't try to make a lot of
No,
money
I didn't
for
see the
himself.
photos of his body.
You know, there's allegations like someone probably hurt him for money or something like this. He didn't have any money. I was supporting Leo financially. He could have made plenty of money himself, but he didn't want to touch or deal with money. He just wanted his basic living expenses covered. So I had him covered. His emotional state was very good, actually. He was one of the happiest I've ever seen him right before he passed away, which is one of the things that lead me to believe that maybe it was some kind of before he passed away, which is one of the things that lead me to believe that maybe it was some kind of manic episode that went just too far.
I can't remember what the fuck I was saying. I was interrupted. I don't even know what I was talking about.
Looking at those before and after pics, I think Leo Longevity was done in by the peds.
Before and after pics. Oh, you mean when he was like saucing really hard? Yeah, likely. He's been on drugs for a long time. He was I think, a heroin addict at one point. He's been addicted to a lot of drugs. He's never like really ever gone off of all drugs too, by the way. He's always experimented with different shit, so yeah, likely.
At the time, there was right before there was two girls at the house. Both of them have given their statements about their interactions with Leo. At the moment they last both saw him, Leo was very happy. Didn't seem like there was anything wrong. One of the girls was here downstairs while this was upstairs possibly happening, and then right after, friends came over and I went to the shooting range, and I didn't hear from Leo. He didn't respond to messages, and I just assumed that he was either deep sleeping, because sometimes he does a 24-hour sleep to reset himself, once a week. So I just thought he was
The
taking a
fuck?
Saturday or a Friday and a Saturday as like sleep days. And then it just went on day 3. It was the third day when finally I thought, gosh, he would have updated me something by now, like if he went somewhere or, yeah. So the police have done a lot of forensics work and a lot of photos and a lot of interviews, and hopefully they'll find more information, but it's a really confusing situation. Just without giving a lot of the graphic details, it's just not really possible anyone else was involved. And again, not a sudden death from any kind of drug. If there's any kind of drug involved, which Leo didn't do recreational drugs. The only drugs that he took were like performance enhancing mental drugs.
I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Half of Tony's comments are now accusing him of killing Leo now or asking if he'd taken the vax. Dude's unfortunately experiencing the backlash of the kind of community he created.
Yeah. That's funny. People think he died from the fucking vaccine. That's insane. Thanks for the donation, though, Dan. He's not exactly right there. What a lot of people in the biohacking space will do is they're actual drug addicts and they like experimenting with recreational drugs, but they try to hide their drug use under the guise of, oh, it's performance enhancement or I'm biohacking. And what they're really doing is experimenting with amphetamines, um, different things that boost dopamine, serotonin in the brain, feel good chemicals. And they say, oh, it's for productivity. Oh, it's for mental clarity. Oh, it's so I can stay awake longer. And I know he also experimented with PEDs and shit all the time. So, what's funny is like he's making this distinction between steroids and recreational drugs. Like, so many people take steroids recreationally. Like you can call it performance enhancement to build muscle, but I'd call that recreational use. Like, if it's not for any kind of medical or like business purpose, it is recreational use. Like, you're doing it for your personal enjoyment.
So on the other hand, though, with his personality, taking something for performance enhancement mentally can take the mind a little bit too far towards the manic energetic side. I've never seen him hurt anybody or hurt himself. Most of what he does is verbal, not physical action. And I'm really shocked that this.
Oh, we've seen that with his wife or girlfriend or some shit. I can't remember if it's his wife or girlfriend. I think it was his wife, but I know they had a kid together. She apparently put his milk at the back of the fridge or something, and then he went on this insane rant about how he had to pull something out of the fridge to get to his milk, and that it has to be at the front of the fridge. Calling her stupid fucking beef and dumb, useless and shit. Oh man, it was crazy.
This happened because, I mean, if there was any kind of struggle or anything, I would have heard the voices. You know, if he was crying out for help, I would have heard him yelling. So I didn't hear any yelling, any voice noise. It was
Explanation, stitching
just the
notepad.
noise of the toilet moving around for like 15 minutes. And I'll say there's like it's like there's tools put in the toilet hole, like he's trying to get something out of the toilet, and then maybe fell and had an accident inside the bathroom, the bathroom was locked, and then his body was blocking the door from the inside, so like no one could have gotten in or out of
That
the
is so
bathroom.
weird.
So it's just something happened in the bathroom with himself.
So he was trying to fish something out of the toilet and then died somehow.
So I'm not sure if I could have done anything differently. So this is the short video explaining what happened to Leo. So I'm not sure what lesson there is to learn with it yet, other than, well, these are the things I got into video on detail about on the previous videos that the editors wouldn't publish. So I think this is all I can probably say at this point. However, I did read in previous videos that didn't get published today, I did go through comments on like Nick Trigili's video and answer those questions. But I think what I'll do is, if you guys leave comments on this video,
I know there's certain types of strokes that can make you do weird things and have paranoid kind of episodes before you die. There's that scam artist who claimed to have essentially made free energy technology because he was saying he developed a way to extract hydrogen from water and then convert internal combustion engines to run on hydrogen. And the amount of energy that you'd get out of the hydrogen in the internal combustion engine would be greater than what would be required to extract the hydrogen from water. So that's literally free energy. The guy was a scam artist, and when he was having some kind of business meeting, he ended up shouting, "They poisoned me." He darted and ran, and then he dropped dead, and it was a stroke.
and just specifically like what are the questions that you have, then I'll go through and I'll make sure that like none of them, like ask any question, and I'll just make sure, because I have no filter, I will answer everything, but I'll just make sure like my editors think that anything isn't crossing the line as far as family privacy or something like that. So but please do ask all questions, and then I'll
Very fucking strange.